Hey, this is Spawn from Therm, and today I'm going to be going Noob with Chivalry Deadliest Warrior. So, compared to the original, it is an interesting change to say the least. Something really odd is that the game lies about how many guys are on the server. Like, one time I was trying to log into one of the servers, I believe it's one of these crab cake ones, and it's at 2 out of 32, and I'm like, okay, I can probably use this to test around with some of the mechanics. And then I said it was full. So then I went to a game that had, like, 3 out of so and so many, and then when I went on, it turned out I had 10 people on it, so it's weird to say the very least. What else is there before I get into actual gameplay? Yeah, in terms of official servers, I haven't found any for East. I've found for Central, West, for London. None are East, though, which is very strange. Unless these aren't official, these are just some people who are pretending to be official, which is possible. And yep, let's begin. Oh, what's a good size? That one. Let's hope that's not lying. Bear in mind, it could, perhaps it's just unable to connect, and perhaps it's unable to connect and just saying that. Okay, so what do we got here? The Vikings, the Samurai, and the Spartans. I'm gonna go for the Spartans, because, hey, I'm Spartan Theorem. Surprisingly, I don't like the Spartans that much. So let's go over all the classes. This is last team standing, so I have a bit of time. So, the Spartan victory. He isn't what you'd think. He isn't that fast, that's it. Actually, yeah, kind of is what you'd expect, but in a really weird way. Like, he's very bulky. Like, this attack, it's, like, awkward. He has no true side stroke. Like, an overhead attack with his spear is actually an overhead stab, like, over the shield. A downward stab would be under the shield, and the standard attack is, like, a middle way. Oh, there's my kill assist there. And I don't like him that much. I mean, he's a little bit too slow for my taste. He's pretty useful against range attacks, obviously, because he has the biggest shield in the game, which is nice. So let's talk about these guys in front of me, the Vikings. The main difference between the Spartans and the Vikings is that the Spartans, due to the spear, have a longer reach, but the Vikings move faster, and also their weapons deal a little bit more damage. They also dual wield better than the Spartans due to their increase of speed. Actually, I don't think the Spartans can dual wield. And yeah, in my opinion, just like the Viking better. The dual wielding is nice. And yeah, the only reason I got slaughtered there is I accidentally probably could have brought 1 or 2 down with me, but, you know, I'm talking here. And I'm also looking at the sheet in front of me. So next, we have the Samurai. So Samurai, he doesn't get a shield. He does pretty good damage with his attacks. He has a bow available to him, which means that he has some versatility for range combat. The Spartan can throw a spear, but that's an insanely stupid thing. To do, and should really only be done when you're low on health. And yeah, it's basically him. He moves good speed, and yeah, that. The Knight, very similar to the Samurai. The Knight, I think, has more armor, but does a little bit less damage. I also think he moves slower. No, I think they do the same damage, just the Knight moves slower than the Samurai. But more armor to compensate. Pirate. So the Pirate has a gun, and that's really the only thing he has going for him. He's relatively fast, but he isn't fast enough to go toe-to-toe with a ninja. And his melee isn't as good as the ninja. We'll talk about the ninja in a second. But what he does have is the gun. Or it doesn't, because the gun sucks. I'm not even kidding. It's a 2-hit kill on everyone except, I believe, the ninja. I haven't tested on the ninja yet. I'll assume it's a 2-hit kill, but it could be 1. But its reload time it's about the same as the bow and arrow. It's a 2-hit kill. And other than grenades, which I haven't tested yet because this is about an hour, 2 hours into gameplay, he doesn't have anything going for him. And if what's going for him, other than the gun, is the grenades, then that's something you should start out with. Like, it's just like, why? The Pirate is terrible. There's no reason to play him. And the gun, oh my god. Like, the way they shot down is relatively inaccurate, long reload time, but 1-hit kill on everyone. Like, goes right through shields, all that good stuff. Because, like, you know, like, his melee really stinks. Let's see if I can kick them into the water. Nope, they are floating due to the ship. Let's stab him. And I'll be quiet for a few seconds, that way I can focus. Okay, I'm dead. Yeah, you see why I hate the Spartan? Like, also, like, since there's no slashing, in tight situations like that where I can't really aim, I can't do that much. He can switch to a Zephos, but that kind of loses the advantage of the reach, but you know, now I have the slashing motion, and at that point you should be playing the Viking, which I, in fact, will. Oh, I can't. Okay, I'll go Samurai. He's pretty nice. Secondary is set to the bow. You can dual wield katana. At least I think you can. I'm not going to try, because if it turns out you can't have a second katana for nothing. I will... Oh, wait, never mind. I'm not a Viking. I was about to say I'll dual wield the Viking, but yeah, I wasn't. And then we have the ninja, who's what you'd expect. He doesn't do as much damage as you'd think, but he has some pretty interesting disabling abilities. He has, like, I think it's some kind of like pepper bomb where it disorients your vision. So basically everything gets a little bit blurry for you, which actually is surprisingly adjustable, but like then the screen goes black for a second. Not long enough to have a serious effect, but since the ninja's fast, they might be able to take advantage of that properly. Once again, like, the ninja's faster than the pirate. What do we have? Open warrior selection, Spartan versus Vikings, pirate versus knights. Spartan versus Vikings sounds fun. And the ninja has the shuriken, which they don't need switch for, so they can actually be pretty safe in that case. And why do I have A's there? Anything else? Yeah, when you join a game, it's really finicky, because it basically keeps that screen you saw just earlier. Here, wait a few seconds. The loads are a little bit long. I mean, for a multiplayer game, it isn't terrible, but still. Like, you go here, and then you click Join Game, which is a little bit finicky, then you choose your faction. I feel as though to just open with Choose Your Faction. So I'm going to go Pirates to show you how just dreadful the gun is. And their melee is nothing to speak of. They stab a little bit fast, but once again, the ninja is better for it. So we have pistols. You'd expect that to be a one-hit kill. I mean, at least against the Spartan or the ninja. Are there ninjas here? No, there are not. But, like, even still, like, 2-hit kill against anything, considering the lack of good melee for the pirate, it's just ridiculous. Don't play the pirate. For the Noob to Pro, it'll be after, like, 1 or 2 patches. I'll do it, like, a week or 2 from now. I'll tell you about any imbalances I found, and I'll also tell you if the pirate's gun becomes competent. The level design here is very nice, even if the water looks a little bit finicky. Like, it looks strange, but, considering the size of the guys who made this, I'm pretty sure they're not AAA. If they were, then where have I been all my life? But, yeah. Can I do anything with it, or is this just all here for show? Well, it makes sense that the pirates have all this treasure. Or does it? Look. Yeah, it actually doesn't at all. I was watching a documentary. It was kind of interesting. It's talking about like the historical pirating boom in the Caribbean. It's just talking about how it's like a complete lie that all of this treasure would be stashed. They'd usually just go to the tavern and get drunk. So watch the gun. Also a little bit finicky to use. I don't think that hit, but here, look at this reload time. First off, this guy seems to be incredibly fast at reloading, which kind of compensates for their bad damage. I'm pretty sure that was a hit, but, you saw it didn't kill him. Just to make sure it wasn't, let's try to fire a few more times. You see, that was a kill assist there, so that means at least one of those hit. Like, this thing is just dreadful. I'll switch to my cutlass. Oh, whoops. Stabbed an ally there. Oh, a really nice system that they have in this game is that if you ever do ally damage, it'll actually make your respawn a little bit longer. That's only in games where you respawn. Like this one, it's basically if you're out for the rest of the round. This is last team standing, but like in team deathmatch modes like that, if you damage your ally, I think like every hit on your ally adds a second to your respawn time. And it's a really interesting system. Really great for discouraging team hitting. And also a serious issue that the original had was that people just slash in the middle of a fight. And absolutely just hit allies, and it's terrible. It really is. Can we use those cannons? I want to use those cannons. Oh, whoops, that was a little bit strange. Oh, like, do you hit it? That's a nice bit of gimmicky stuff. Let's shoot that guy, and yeah, I'm dead. I might be able to handle him. I'll be quiet for a sec. Oh wow, whoever shot that was nice. Like, once again, the guy was already damaged, so the gun still sucks. Yep, I got stabbed. I'm pretty sure I didn't take any damage prior, so you can just see how terrible a pirate is. I'm gonna switch to someone, competent. Let's go Knights. The Knights are pretty nice. The range combat isn't that good. Ooh, I unlocked the shields. Heater shield or kite shield? I'm gonna go kite. Yeah, the Knight... I feel the Knight would probably be better than Spartan because he has more health than him, and that should kind of counteract the Spartan's reach considering his shield. Like, the Spartan seems a little bit useless, to be honest. They probably need to buff him a little bit, but once again, this is like 2 hours in. For all I know, like, the Spartan has a couple of things I haven't found out yet, you know. There could be any number of things I don't know here. In terms of community, I haven't seen anything particularly bad. Once again, 2 hours in. And it's also been a very long time since I played the original Chivalry, so there's only so much I can speak for that. Is it possible to enter this area, or did they just cut it off? If so, what a waste. Yep, you can't enter it. An entirely isolated area, only available to spectators. That's just a shame. Yeah, it looks like a great place to fight. Wow, it looks like so much fun.
Victory.
Okay, I'm back in the fray. And let's grab my shield. So I need to be using my secondary for that. So let's pull out the secondary, and how do I get the shield? So primary, secondary. There we go. So I do have a pistol, which is a bit unfortunate. Oh, here comes some pirates. And also for what the gun is, like, you know, you can move while shooting, which is nice, but once again, like, if you hit, it's completely useless. Let's make a nice little thrust on that guy. Like, yeah, you know, taking 3 hits to get me, like, you know, pirates are just terrible. Yeah, I was already hit 2 times before that, so yeah, the gun still sucks. You know, it's useful in a pinch like that, but, you know, if you're in that pinch, you have a bit of an issue. And all factions have their little pinch help. You know, Ninja can dodge, Knight just has health, so if you're in a pinch, you'll probably have died anyway due to something else. You know, once again, Pirate terrible, definitely need to buff it. Knight's pretty good, Spartan could use a buff, but I'm not too sure on that. Ninja, pretty good. Might need slightly slower attack. Once again, not too sure on that. Viking, good. Samurai, good. So yeah, that's all I really have to say on Chivalry. I showed you a good amount of gameplay. So I'm Spartan300therm. A like and subscription are appreciated, and I will see you next time.